motocross racing. It's a sport that just grabs you, you know? Incredible skill, breathtaking speed.
But also, undeniably, there's real danger. That intensity, it's captivating, but the risks are always there.
Absolutely. And today, we're doing a deep dive into something truly tragic that really shook the motocross world. The death of 16-year-old racer Aidan Zingg.
Yeah, and our aim here isn't just to skim the headlines. We want to really unpack the sources we have.
Right.
Try to piece together the details of the accident, understand the medical side of things that caused the death, and also, importantly, look at the impact his passing had on his community, his family.
Extracting those key insights, those important nuggets of knowledge, it's about getting a clearer picture of what happened and, well, why it resonated so deeply.
Exactly.
So let's start with the race day itself. Mammoth Lakes, California, June 28th. What do the sources tell us happened on the track?
Well, Dirt Bike Lover, which is a pretty respected site in the community, reported that Aidan went down in a corner. Pretty standard phrasing for an incident start.
Okay, went down in a corner, but then the aftermath sounds chaotic.
It does. The reporting says he was, and this is chilling, reportedly run over by multiple bikes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And apparently, he remained unconscious on the track for 2 laps before the race was red flagged.
2 laps, unconscious on the track.
That's what the source states. It suggests, not a mid-air collision initially, but severe trauma happening after he was already down. The chaos of multiple bikes.
That image, being unconscious on a live track for that long, it really underscores the danger, the difficulty of immediate response in that kind of environment.
Absolutely. The speed, the proximity of the riders, intervening safely and quickly is incredibly challenging.
And then there was this period of waiting, uncertainty, until the family shared the medical finding.
Right. They came about 2 weeks later, July 14th. His mother, Cherie Zingg, spoke to USA Today.
And revealed the official cause of death.
Yes. Cardiac tamponade.
Cardiac tamponade. Okay, that's a term most people probably aren't familiar with. What exactly is it?
So the Cleveland Clinic definition basically says the sac around the heart, the pericardium, fills up with too much fluid, often blood in trauma cases.
Okay.
And this fluid buildup puts pressure on the heart itself. It physically squeezes it.
So the heart can't beat properly. It can't pump blood effectively.
Exactly. It's being compressed. Think about like trying to inflate a balloon inside a container that's rapidly filling with water. The heart just can't expand and contract the way it needs to.
That sounds incredibly urgent, life-threatening.
It is. Extremely critical. Timely treatment is essential. Usually that means either surgery or using a needle to drain the fluid to relieve that pressure. Without that intervention, quickly.
It can be fatal.
It can be fatal, yes.
Yeah.
And to highlight something important, the deadliest injuries aren't always the obvious external ones. This was internal damage.
A kind of hidden injury almost, which must make diagnosis and treatment on a chaotic racetrack even harder.
Precisely. Swift, specialized medical care is needed, and that's just incredibly difficult to deliver instantly in that kind of situation.
And the official investigation. The autopsy.
It's ongoing, conducted by the Mono County Sheriff's Office. Their PIO, Sarah Roberts, told USA Today they didn't have specific information to release yet.
Right.
And she added something quite poignant, actually. She said, the family has the same, if not more information than we have.
That really underscores the personal nature of this, doesn't it? For the authorities, it's a case, an investigation. For the family, it's everything.
Absolutely. And that personal grief, that private sorrow, it really spread outwards into the motocross community first.
Yeah, the sources show a real outpouring, don't they?
Definitely. Journalist Don Maeda, for instance, he had some really touching words, called Aidan, one of those kids that made an impression on you from the moment you met him.
That says a lot.
It does. And he shared this little story, an anecdote. He'd interviewed Aidan years back, asked him when he thought he'd beat his dad in a race. Aidan apparently just smirked and said, soon, I'm sure. That youthful confidence, but sounds like it came with charm.
Yeah, you get a sense of his personality there.
Maeda really emphasized that, said Aidan always went out of his way to say hello, even when he got faster, became a big bike rider, when teenagers can sometimes get a bit cocky.
Too cool sometimes, yeah.
Right. But Maeda's conclusion was emphatic. Not Aidan. It shows that his character, his way of being, really left a mark beyond just his racing talent.
That connection people felt seems really strong. But of course, the deepest impact, the most heartbreaking perspective, comes from his family, his sister.
Alexandria Zingg, she's 18. Her Instagram post on June 29th. It's just raw. Incredibly moving.
What did she say?
She wrote, "It's been a day and I feel like it's been a lifetime. And simply, my heart is completely broken."
Oh, gut-wrenching.
And she mentioned this sort of darkly ironic inside joke they had. "You used to joke that I was so old and that I'd die first. I would always joke that you were crazy and you'd be the first."
God, hearing that now.
I know, it just makes the pain feel so immediate, so real. She talked about the future just shattering. "I have no idea what today, tomorrow, or the rest of my life looks like without you in it."
This sense of disbelief.
Total disorientation.
Yeah.
I had everything planned. God had a different plan. It's that feeling of life just being completely upended, you know?
Yeah.
And her final words, "I'll forever find myself longing for that last hug, that last I love you that I never got." She called him a light, the vibrancy to every color in my world.
Such powerful words. Captures that unique sibling bond and just the immense void left behind.
Truly does.
So as we sort of wrap up this deep dive, let's recap the main takeaways for you, the listener. We looked at the tragic events on the track, Aidan Zingg going down, being run over, the race stoppage.
Then we explore the specific cause of death, cardiac tamponade. That critical detail about fluid pressure around the heart, highlighting how complex and sometimes hidden these severe injuries can be in high-impact sports.
And finally, we touched on that wave of grief. From the motocross world, people like Don Maeda remembering his character, and then the incredibly moving personal heartbreak shared by his sister, Alexandria.
Yeah. And maybe the thought to leave you with is this. Knowing the precise medical term, cardiac tamponade, it gives us an explanation. It's a scientific reason. But that explanation, as necessary as it is, it can never really capture the full depth of the human loss. It doesn't diminish the memory of a young life like Aidan's, that was clearly lived with so much passion, so much vibrancy.
Right. The facts tell us what happened, but the stories, the memories, they tell us who was lost and why it mattered so much to so many. A powerful reminder of life's fragility, especially in these high-risk pursuits, but also of the lasting light a young person can leave behind.